on the beach. Another beautiful day, Long Beach, Long Beach, California. Star Galactica, your fairy god sis. Saint Joan Arcata, and of course our little princess Charlie. Thank you everyone on TikTok Live for joining us, and YouTube Live and on the replay. Thank you for joining us here in person on the beach. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to stretch, we're going to breathe, we're going to open up to all of these galactic energies, integrate our highest self, merge with the earth beneath, and we're going to get super galactivated. Are you ready, super friends? Galactivated yoga. So I invite you to sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Comfortable, easy seated pose. Whatever that looks like for you. Focus on your breath. Deep breath in and out, slowing down. Put our palms up on our lap. How's everyone doing? Let's get super galactivated. And as we settle in today, super friends, I'd love to share what's going on galactically. We are receiving our initiation this week in our crystal moon of cooperation. So the seeds in us are beginning to sprout and bond with one another and crystallize together. This is the time where we, being initiated to all be members of the earth and the heavens. This is the Red Galactic Earth Day. And we are filling up with the love of dog, like in the stars, in the heavens. So invite that love of dog into your galactic hearts. Allow ourselves to connect to one another beyond space and time and location, beyond borders. Happy Thursday for everyone who's here on the live. Please hit that like button and share. Follow us and subscribe. Pass it on to your super friends. Today's a day about finding that harmony, that inner harmony, body, mind, spirit, and breath. Cellular resonance with the heavens and the earth. Connect into your spiritual self, your energy self, your consciousness self, your superconscious self. Paramashivoham. Om Nityanandam Paramashivoham. Eyes are closed and your inner eye is awakening. Visualize a diamond in your mind's eye, filling up with beautiful ultraviolet glowing blue light. Big, bright sapphire blue light in the middle of your brain as a dimensional doorway into the fifth dimension of your spiritual, yogic, divine, eternal, infinitely blissful, highest self. And we're going to merge with that, yoke with that, be in union with that in yoga. As we take a breath in, inhale our arms out and up to the sky. Gather those palms together overhead. And then with our intention, pull those hands down to our forehead right in front of that third eye. We're going to take the sound of creation, the sound of Om, Deep breath in. And we'll exhale. And then we'll bring those hands down in front of our heart. Allow that love of dog to fill our hearts. We'll take another Om here. And an Om Yam Yam Yam, the Bija mantra to awaken our higher mind and our heart inside. Deep breath. Om Yam Yam Yam. Bring our hands back down to our lap. Let's do left palm up, right palm up, thumbs touching, left hand underneath the right. Sit as the Gautam Buddha, as Siddhartha, finding yoga and blooming into the Buddhahood. Visualize your third eye opening like a lotus to the top of your crown of your head. Let all those thoughts be still, smooth waters. And then we'll shift the crossing of our legs and bring the other leg on the top. With our hands on our knees, let's inhale, lift our heart forward, lift our chin, lift our eyes, look up, big smile. And as we exhale, straighten our arms, tuck our chin, lean back. Breathe in, lift our heart. Exhale, straighten those arms, tuck our chin, lean back. Flowing with our breath, forward and back.
I didn't set it up. So mine is old. Mine, this is my I bought this in 2020, but it still works. It's a Samsung watch.
Coming back to center. Let's take those shoulders up, back down. And then let's walk our right hand out to the side and inhale this left arm up, high, lean up and over. Find your breath. Ujjayi breath, like you're fogging a mirror on your inhales and exhales. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Tongue pressing up on the roof of your mouth. And rising on back up, we're going to reach this left arm out to the side like you're pushing up against a wall with your fingers up, and reach that right ear towards our right shoulder. And then let's take this right arm up and over and gently stretch your head and neck. And then we're going to just keep opening this arm back, open, even to the point of wrapping it behind your back and hooking on to that back of your hip as you keep stretching, breathing, smiling. Om Namah Shivaya. Backing off, we're going to turn our chin towards that right armpit and then stretch your head and neck, gently pulling down as we breathe and smile. Look up with your eyes, stretch those eyes out. Releasing. Let's roll the shoulders up, back down a few times. And then we're going to take this left hand and walk it out to the side. Inhale this right arm up and over. Reach and stretch and open and breathe. Let that life force flow, the Shakti, the feminine energy, the vitality, the beauty, the grace. Rising on back up. Reach that right arm straight out to the side, fingers up. We're going to let that left ear fall towards our left shoulder. Left arm comes up and over, gently stretching your neck as you actively pull those right fingers back towards your face and pull the corners of your mouth up. Big smile, the smile asana. And that deep breath, pranayama. The correct way to breathe to harvest and harness the life force and vitality. And wrapping this arm around our back, stretching it back. Backing off with our neck and then turning that chin towards our armpit and stretching with our chin twisted towards that left armpit as you pull down. Om Namah Shivaya. Breathe in your galactic self today. And breathe out your connection to your earth physical self today. The heavens and the earth. The spirit and the flesh. The breath and the form. Om Namah Shivaya. The one and the many. And rising on back up. Let's give ourselves a neck massage with our arms. Releasing any tension we might have brought with us from our journeys here in Earthville, in the 3D land. And then let's stretch those legs out, bring our hands to our shoulders. And we're going to massage as we take those elbows up, back, down. Good day. Breathing in as we open and breathing out. Circling these shoulders. And then let's massage on the back of our shoulders, between the shoulder blades. And then let's stretch those arms and bring those hands back behind and interlace those fingers and pull back and down, leaning back, lift our heart, flexing those yogi toes, lifting up from our chin, smiling, taking our head and neck and eyes side to side, gazing up through Ajna, the third eye. Visualize that diamond sapphire blue, that ultraviolet hue in our third eye, Ajna. Visualize it glowing like a stove flame, glowing blue inside of you with life force. And then we're going to come back to center and hinge forward. Let's shift the crossing of our fingers, bringing the other finger on top. And pull back with those shoulders as we hinge forward at the hips over our straightened legs. Fold, tucking our chin under. Once again, come back to your breath. Deep inhales and exhales. Keep those yogi toes flexed. Inhale, rise up, hands back behind. Stretch back, point our toes, lift our heart. Send that head back. And coming back up to neutral, rotate those fingers so they're facing forward. Press into the ground, lift our hips, taking a reverse plank. And coming on back down, arms come up to the sky, make a wish, focus on your intention. And exhale, fold, bring those hands to our toes, spread them, stretch them, tuck our chin. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, lift our hearts, coming up. Let's bend our right knee in. Excuse me. And we're going to reach forward with that right arm on the inside of that knee. And then we're going to wrap that arm around this right leg and grab that thigh. If you can hit it. And then we're going to take this left arm up and back around and clasp those fingers together if you can reach. If not, wherever you can reach, lift your heart, pulling up and turning your head and neck to that left side. Taking the bind. Use that body traction to pull yourself taller, to smile bigger, the breath to flow more fully and completely. And coming on back to center, we're going to cross this right foot over to the left side. And then let's bend this left knee if you like, or you can keep that leg straightened, whatever you like. Yogi's choice. And we're going to take a twist. So wrapping this left arm around this right leg, we'll inhale this right arm up and back and bring it down up against our spine, sitting up nice and tall and twisting belly, shoulders, neck, eyes, And then if you like to bring this left arm to the top of that right thigh, you're welcome to help you twist. Sit up as straight as possible. All the breath out. Stretch your eyes. Strengthen your eyes. And briefly unwind, twisting to the other side. And coming back to center. Gomukhasana. Stack those knees on top of one another. Or you could continue to keep that lower leg straightened if you like. We're going to bring that right heel close to that left hip. And we'll just ground into our soles here for a moment. Connect your palms to your soles. Maybe some gentle neck stretches side to side. And then let's inhale and float these arms up to the sky. Breathe in and reach up with this right hand. And breathe out. Breathe in and reach up with this left hand. And breathe out. Bending this left elbow, grab it with that right hand. Press our head and neck back. Wiggle those toes. Gazing in and up at Ajna. Visualize that sapphire blue flame, that crystal flame in your mind's eye. And that diamond flame, sparkling and twinkling. Beautiful crystal of creation that you are. And the mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, reach those arms up high to the sky, interlace those thumbs. Notice which one is below and above, and lean back and smile. And exhale, hinging forward, bring those hands down. Thank you everyone who's with us on our live stream and on the replay and in person. Thank you, thank you, thank you. While we're here, folded over ourselves, breathe into those hips and send love to everyone on the planet today, on planet and off planet, to the whole earth. Send all of our love and support, positive energy and good intentions. May all life be blessed today in every beautiful way, including you and me. Loka samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Loka samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Loka samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Breathing in and walking ourselves back up. Let's bring our hands back behind, lean back. Big smile. Open the heart.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we're gonna go over there.
And then let's unwind this right leg. Unwind the left leg. Crisscross. Play with our balance here with our hands. Slowly lower and then extend this left leg long. Actually, just kidding. Send the right leg long and bringing this left knee in. Hugging it in close. We're going to reach this left arm forward on the inside of this left knee and then wrap this hand back behind. Grab that hip, grab that thigh, wherever you can reach. Keep that shoulder coming forward. And then as we breathe in, we're going to take this right arm up and back, around, following it with our gaze, looking up and back. And then clasp those hands together if they reach, or wherever it does reach for you today. And then use this traction to pull your heart, your gaze, your chest up and open and back. Stretching your eyes, big smile, twisting towards that right side. Deep Ujjayi breath. Activate those lower chakras. And releasing. Coming back through center. We're going to cross this left foot across to the outside. That right thigh, and then bending that knee, or you can keep that leg straightened if you did on the other side. Yogi's choice. And we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Wrap this right arm around this leg. Inhale this left arm up, stretch it back and up against our spine, lifting our heart and stretching our eyes. And then if you want to bring this right arm to the top of that thigh, you're welcome to. Find your breath. And breathing in and twisting the other way. And coming on back through center. Stack those knees on top of one another. Heels in close to our hips. Or you can keep that lower leg straightened if you like. And we're going to just ground in here. So stretch our head. Keeping that left leg on top. Deep breath. And then let's inhale. Bring these arms up to the sky. Reach up with that left arm. And breathe in, reach up with that right arm. Bending that right elbow, pulling back that left, press back the back of our head. And then hinging forward towards this leg. Find your breath, super friends. Keep that mind nice and calm. And then reach those arms up towards the sky. Interlace those thumbs, lean back, look up through that third eye, Ajna. And then hinging forward, bring those hands down. Tuck our chin under. Walk those hands forward, giving thanks. Thanks everyone for being with us today. Let's send all of our love down to the earth. May all life be blessed today. May everything come into balance. All good flow. Om Namah Shivaya. Send all love to the earth below. May all beings be peaceful and blessed, including you and me, and happy. And walking our hands on up. Let's bring them back behind us. Unwinding this top leg. Unwinding the bottom leg. Crisscrossing those legs here. Releasing those hands, play with our balance. And then making sure we have room behind us. Let's roll back and forth. So when we roll forth, bring those feet together and our knees out to the side and fold for butterfly. And when we roll back, bring those feet back behind to the ground for plow. Do that a few more times. Back, roll forth. And then we'll pause in our bridge or our plow pose with our feet back overhead and walk our hands to our lower back. Make sure our neck is elongated. Coming up onto our shoulders. Make sure your neck is supported by your shoulders. Elbows are in. Gaze is up at that third eye. And then if you like to take it into shoulder stand, you can bring your feet up over your hips. Make sure you're pushing down with your upper arms. Breathing into Ajna. Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And bringing those feet back behind us for plow again. Releasing. We're going to come on up and use that. Uh-oh. Everybody, we fell over. Are you all right, everyone? Everybody okay? Okay. So we're going to do the counter pose, which is the fish pose. So extending those legs long and bringing our hands just to our glutes, lower back. Legs are together like a tail, mermaid tail. And then we're going to lift our heart and send our head and neck back as we point those toes, bringing our crown down towards the ground and opening up that front of our chest. Maybe your head makes it to the ground, maybe it doesn't. And then coming down onto our back side. Let's just take a mini Shavasana. Just enter into that meditation. Concentration just for a few breaths. And then let's inhale, reach our arms tall, bring those knees in. And as we exhale, rock ourselves up and spin those legs around and bring ourselves into a tabletop. Hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. And we'll play with some cats and cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift our gaze, drishti. Exhale, arch our spine, press into the ground, drop that head down. And flowing with our breath. Filling up with the love of dog. Hi, cutie face. Thank you. I love you. You're a good kitty. Mwah. You're a good girl. And then make some circles with our spine. One way and the other way. And then bringing those knees together, let's send our left leg back and up. Breathing in, extending this right arm forward. And then exhale, squeeze Nino's elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. And squeeze. Inhale, extend. And squeeze. Inhale, extend. And then release. Let's keep this back leg long. We're going to pivot this right foot back behind us like a kickstand, stacking our right shoulder over our wrist, lifting this left arm up, taking it into a modified side plank. Find your breath. And then from here, maybe you want to elevate that back leg. Find your breath. Om Namah Shivaya. And bringing that back leg down. Open your heart. And then we'll bring this hand on down to the ground. And cat-cow, move that spine around. Okay, so with this right hand, let's flip it over so the palm is up, fingers facing back as we move that cat-cow spine up and down. And then we'll rotate that hand so the palm is down, fingers back towards your legs. Keep moving that spine up and down. And then rotating that hand, palm up, fingers forward. Moving that spine around. And replacing that hand. Let's take it back into a child's pose. Stretch those arms forward. Reach and relax. Deep breath here. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivoham. As we breathe in, let's walk our hands over to the left side, stretching that right side of our body. Lifting that torso up and over that left thigh. And breathing in, come back to center. Back into our tabletop. Notice the difference between the sides as we take our cats and cows. And then curling our toes, press into the ground, lift our knees, step back into a downward dog if you please. Just notice what's shifted as you bend one knee at a time. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, shift our weight forward to plank. Exhale, lower down to the ground, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, peel our hearts up, cobra, as high or as low as
you'd like. Stretch that front side of our body. Gaze up through ajna. Visualize that diamond sapphire blue light filling you up from inside. Kundalini Shakti, the upward flowing serpentine life force, feminine energy. Elbows in as we lower on back down. Curl the toes, press into the ground, back up to plank. Once again, downward dog. Step your feet just a little closer to your hands. Press your way back towards your heels. Notice the weight distribution in your feet. Balance it out. And then we'll bring our knees down, back to our tabletop. Cat-cow. And then we'll bring those knees together. And this time we're gonna elongate that right leg and send it back and up. All right. No, it's the other side. Left leg backing up. Surprise. And that right arm extends. Reach it long. Reach it strong. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze knee, nose, elbow. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more, nice and slow with control. Flowing with your breath. Well, it was supposed to be the other side, huh? Well, if you didn't do the opposite side, let's do the opposite side right now. And as we come back down, drop that right leg, make it nice and long. We're gonna pivot that heel on the left side out to the side and stack your shoulder over your wrist, elongating this right arm up. And then elevating this right leg up if you like. Keep that breath flowing. And bringing this leg down. Bringing this hand down. Cat-cow, move that spine around, but let's flip this left hand over. Fingers back, palm up. As we move our spine up and down. Thank you everyone online joining us for yoga today. Thank you TikTok Live, thank you YouTube Live, thank you Replay. Thank you everyone who's here in person. Flowing with our breath. Coming back to center, we're going to rotate that hand palm down, fingers back. And bringing this hand forward, palm up. Om Namah Shivaya. And coming back to center, placing the hand back down and sitting back into a child's pose. Stretch those arms forward, reach them long, third eye down. Today, connect to the earth like it's a living, sentient master organism, intelligence that knows us and created us and loves us and supports us. And visualize yourself becoming bonded and magnetic to the intelligence of this larger self of us, extension of our body. Om Namah Shivaya. Samadhi, in oneness. Walking our hands up and over to that right side, over that thigh. Stretch that left side of our body. And breathing our way back to center. Shifting ourselves up. Curl those toes, press into the ground, lift our knees, send it up and back, downward dog, please. Explore your weight distribution between the front hands and the back feet, between the corners of your feet, center of your palms. Breathe your awareness into your extremities, shake out your head and neck. Breathe into ajna, visualize that blue flame, that diamond sapphire light. Filling up with the heavenly love of dog. Inhale, shift our weight forward to plank. Exhale, lower down, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, peel our hearts up, cobra. And either rolling over the toes if you're in up dog, or lowering down and doing a push-up if you're in cobra, and rising on up and back to downward dog. Let's inhale that right leg up high to the sky. Bend our knee, open our hips, twisting to the side. Coming back to center, squeeze this knee forward, floating this foot up. Pivot those back toes, bending into that front knee, walking ourselves up. Square those shoulders and hips forward for warrior one. Open those hips and shoulders away from one another, bending into that front knee. Warrior two. Focus on the middle finger of your front hand, bending into that front knee. Find your weight distribution. Balance it out between the front and the back, the front and the behind, up and the down. Find your center. Find that middle finger of your front hand and shoot rainbows to the day. Super friends,
Galactivate.
Galactivate! Rotating our warrior, right arm up, left hand above or below that knee or wrapped behind your back. Still bending into that front knee. Reversing that warrior. Coming on back to center, back to our warrior two. Let's straighten that front leg. Reach on forward with that arm. Keeping that heart open, and then we're going to pivot. Right arm down above or below that knee. Left arm up. Inhale, rising on back up. Exhale, bend into that front knee again. This time we're going to bring this right hand down to the inside of that foot, and you're welcome to bring your back knee down if you like. We're going to take another bind, so wrapping that left arm behind our back, and then bringing this right arm under that leg and clasping those hands together, lifting your heart and your gaze up. And then bringing this right hand down, left hand comes down. Let's bring that back knee on down and just let that hip open out to the side. You're welcome to come down onto your forearms. Let that breath flow. Coming on up out of it. Let's heel toe this foot to the center and back it up so we lift those toes and send those hips back and hold over this straight front leg. And then inhaling, holding ourselves up with our hands, begin to inchworm this leg forward. Find where your edge is, coming into that Hanuman Asana, forward splits. Breathe, receive. Visualize yourself receiving all of today's beautiful blessings. And then we're going to heel toe, bend that knee, bring this right foot over to the left side, flexing that foot. I'm going to bring it into a pigeon. So, squaring our hips forward, coming on the top of that back thigh, lifting our heart upward, and walking ourselves forward. You can support your head and your hands. Breathe in the love and the bliss. Om Namah Shivaya. Breathe out peace, presence. Inhale, lift our heart. Curl the toes, press into the ground, float it back into plank pose. Deep breath here. Nice and strong. Shift our weight forward, elbows in as we lower down, either knees touch chin or chaturanga. peeling up into either cobra or up dog. And then from here, either rolling over your toes or lowering down, doing a push-up, taking it into downward dog. Feet step to meet one another in our down dog. We're going to release this right leg, so inhale it up to the sky. Bending that right knee, lifting it up as we bring that right heel next to that left glute and start to twist, turning our gaze towards that right side, pivoting that left heel out behind us to the side. And if you'd like to flip your dog over, bring that right foot down to the ground, stack your left shoulder over your left wrist, and open this right arm up to the sky, lifting your hips up, upside down dog. And flipping it on back over. Let's bring this right foot down. And then let's inhale, bring in this left arm up, or left leg up to the sky. And as we exhale, stepping this left foot forward next to that right hand, we're gonna pivot that back heel and bring that heel down, lining those legs up in a straight line, bending into that front knee and walking ourselves up into a warrior one. Hips and shoulders square forward, bending into that front knee. Stack that knee over our ankle. Play with having that front thigh parallel to the ground. Focus on your inner power, your inner center, your inner intelligence, your inner wisdom, your inner divine, your inner Shiva. As we open those hips and shoulders up to the right, extending those arms away from one another, and bending into that front knee, focusing on that middle finger of our front hand. All of our power as we reach those arms away.
There's bikes right there.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And reversing our warrior, left hand up to the sky, right hand above or below that knee or wrap behind your back. Keep that back hip back, that heart opening, lifting up as we drop on in, bending that front knee. Om Namah Shivaya. And coming on back to that warrior two. And then let's straighten that front leg, reaching forward with that left arm, and then pivoting. Left arm down, right arm up into triangle. Om Namah Shivaya, rising on back up. When you feel balanced on both sides, bending into that front knee, placing this left hand down to the inside of that foot, and we're gonna pivot and bring this right hand back behind our back to that back hip, and bringing this left arm underneath this leg. Clasp those hands together and twist towards that right side. Still bending that knee, lifting your heart, and your back knee can be up or down if you like. And releasing your hands to the inside of that foot, dropping that back knee down, Let that left knee fall open to the side. And you're welcome to come down onto your elbows, your forearms if you like. Find your breath, giving thanks. And coming on up out of it, we're gonna center this foot, heel toe, straighten this leg forward, elevate those toes up, folding over this leg. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for being with us. Thanks to our subscribers. Thank you, everyone. Breathing into this hip. And then holding ourselves up, bending that front knee, begin to slide this leg forward, inchworming this left leg forward, holding ourselves up with our hands. Square our hearts forward. Deep breath. Visualize ourselves opening to receive all of today's blessings. And then we're gonna bend that knee, heel toe, bring this foot over to the right side, flexing that foot, find the sweet spot, square those hips, come onto the top of that back leg, lift your heart, deep breath, and then exhale, walk ourselves forward, holding your head in your hands, perhaps folding over yourselves. Thanks everyone for being with us today. Find your breath. Om Namah Shivaya. Where there's any tightness, tension, just soften into those spaces. Send the breath there. Visualize your energy body filled with vitality and pure golden life force, Shakti. Sweet smell of roses filling up your body.
Find somebody to drive it and then I'll fly him back. Brent's like, I'll do it. Brent's like, I'm your guy. He's like, I'm off of work right now. Do you really think you can do all that driving with your arm?
And inhaling, walking ourselves back up. Curl those back toes under. We're gonna float this left foot back into a plank pose, nice and strong here. Shift our weight forward, lower down, either chaturanga or nisyas chin. Peeling ourselves up, cobra or up dog. And transitioning, either rolling over your toes or taking that push up back to downward dog. pressing our way back towards our heels. Feet meeting one another. Let's inhale this left leg up high. Releasing this hip, bend that knee, reach that heel towards that right glute as we pivot that right heel out to the side, lightening up on that left hand and placing this foot on the ground, back behind, upside down dog, lifting your heart up to the sky, left arm up high. Om Namah Shivaya. Deep breath, Ujjayi Jai. And flipping it on back over. Bringing this foot on back down. And then bringing those knees down. Let's sit back into a child's pose. Stretching those arms forward. Breathe in, coming on up. Curl those toes. Let's shake our hands out. Bringing our hands to our lower back. Squeeze those elbows in as we press those hips forward, lifting our heart up. Big smile. And if you'd like, you can reach your hands back towards your heels. You want to open up even further. And coming up out of it, we're going to sit back on our booties and swing those legs out of the way. Hugging those knees in. Let's slowly roll onto our back side and rock our lower back from side to side. Circles, one direction and the other. Bringing our feet up to the sky. Happy baby. Bend those knees wide on the outside of our hips. Rocking that lower back on the ground. And then lightly clasping our hands behind our neck. Let's take some yogi bicycles, extending this left leg long and bringing that left elbow to our right knee. And then we'll switch sides, extending that right leg long, bringing that right elbow to our left knee. And we'll just go back and forth like this, strengthening our core, flowing with our breath. All right, coming back to center. Take a little bridge pose. Just drop those feet down, lift our hips up. Stretch that front side of your body all the way up. And you can clasp those hands together, push down those arms, and lift your heart up towards your chin. So squeeze those knees towards one another. Coming up on our tippy toes, release. We're going to take our twists here. If you have a favorite twist, feel free to give that to yourself, or we can cross our right knee over the left and drop those knees over to the left side as we extend our right arm and shoulder up and back to the right. Deeply breathing and smiling. And bringing those knees back to center, crossing that left knee over the right, and then guiding the knees over to the right side as we extend this left arm and shoulder back to the left. And coming on back to center, hug those knees in. If there's any other final movements you require before we go into our last and final resting pose, our Shavasana, I encourage you to give that to yourself right now. When you're ready, we're going to meet on our backside with our head, neck, and spine in a straight line, and our arms and legs falling open and out from the center line. And we'll take a deep breath in. Draw that breath all the way up your spine, from your root, your belly, your neck, up to your third eye, ajna. Hold that inhale there at the top, look in and up. Visualize a big, bright, massive flame of light, ultraviolet light, sapphire crystal diamond light. And then we'll exhale and release and melt and dissolve into the silence beyond the sounds. And we'll be back in a little bit for our galactivation. The pure light of love is flowing through. So let that light awaken you
Pass into your body, flow to and through, and turn on the glow. You deserve it. That's true. You are worthy and deserving, an illuminated master. As you're resting and relaxing, rejuvenating faster, your body is restoring itself to the vigor of all time, the youth you hold, the vitality, the wellness that's inside. Your parasympathetic nervous system and your sympathetic nervous system too, banding now together to create a balance flowing through between rest and relax and act and create. Feel the power restored as you rebuild and rejuvenate. You integrate all the power of the yoga now this day, as above and below join together to form that space of unity. You are strong, you are powerful, you are creative, you are a miracle, you are happy and loved and adored, and you are beautiful. You are a limitless creator, super conscious, a living miracle. Your aura is glowing, you radiate a vibrant shine, spherical, all around your body, warmth that melts the clouds overside. You are so powerful. You are Paramashiva, eternal spirit made flesh, infinite intelligence in a body, one with super consciousness. As you rest in samadhi, connected to all that is, you expand into your eternal body, a galactic star being of eternal bliss. Om Nityanandam Paramashivoham. So as this began to come back into your body, back into your life, in the eternal now, at this moment in time, healthy and vital, magical and strong, brilliant and powerful, a genius all life long. Deepening your breath, wiggle your fingers and toes, strengthen your arms and stretch, reach up and grow. Bring in your knees into your chest, wrap around yourself, give yourself a hug and love. So strong and powerful. And then rolling onto your side, and taking your time, slowly coming up to seated, and neck and spine in a line, sitting as your enlightened yogic Buddha self, complete and whole. Bliss is within you, above and below. Bliss is you. You are divine and you glow. That heart that's within you connects you to the heartbeat of life, and the divine that's within you is one with the universal mind. You broadcast a signal that extends beyond your lifeline. So connect to the miracle. You are infinite. You are human divine.
Now, and inhaling your arms up to the sky. Gather your intention one more time. Palms together, pull down the center line. Bowing your head to that heart that beats so beautifully inside. Divine in me, divine in thee, eternal light, pure energy, love from inside. Bow your head to this currency, divine in you and the divine in me. Honor this oneness, this unity. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. Namaste. Super friends, Galactivate. Victory is ours. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Thank you, my galactics, my galactic earthlings, my galactivated star beings. May the love of Dog be with us all. May we be one galactic family, brothers and sisters, living together in harmony. And may this light begin within you and me. And then I invite you, please give yourself a hug, give a friend a hug, give your neighbor a hug, give an animal a hug, a tree a hug, spread the hugolution all around the globe, bounce off all the satellites, spread all the love. Om Namah Shivaya. Super friends, Galactivate! Just like we're being hugged by the heliosphere of the solar system. All right, super friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, our YouTube Live, our TikTok Live, everyone who's been with us on this journey. Thanks for the hearts and the likes and the follows and the shares, the gifters, the subscribers. Christar Galactica here and St. Joe Narcata. And of course, we are Galactivators. Thanks for being with us on this journey. And we invite you to go to our website, Galactivators with a dot and a C-O-M, and sign up for our Super Friends email list. Give us a gift, a donation if you like. You can check out our YouTube channel if you haven't already, if you're not on the live, our music videos, our books that we publish, our beautiful songs, and join our community. And if you would like a private one-on-one galactivation, a hypnotic session,
go to our website, galactivators.com, and you'll see it right there.
Book an appointment with us. And we love you so much, super friends. Have the best day ever. And we'll see you on our next live.
Stay
Until then, stay galactic.